Hello everybody and welcome to the Real Astrology 1123. I hope all of you are doing very well. This is going to be a general Vedic astrology reading for the week of July 18th to 24th. Please note that these are general. If you are looking for a personal astrology consultation, please send me an email. My email address is therealastrology1123@gmail.com. And I have that in the description box below. I also have a list of all the different types of astrology charts that I do. If you email me, I'll let you know what the prices are, and it's not free. You can decide if you are interested or not. Having said all of that, again, like I said, this is Vedic astrology and this is general. If you do know your moon sign, your sun sign, and your Venus sign, that is fantastic. Feel free to check those readings as well, right? And again, if it doesn't apply to you, don't force it. It is what it is. Like I said, this is general. So, of course, when we do a personal reading, then, of course, everything is a lot more specific and applies directly to you. And I was looking for something right here. All right, there we go, y'all. Sorry about that. All right. So, are we ready? I'm going to start off with, I'm going to make a note. I'll do my Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Pisces, okay? So let's get started. Of course, I'll put them in the time. I put the timestamps, okay? So let's see. So for Aries, the week ahead astrology for you, general for July 18th to July 24th. As far as your health is concerned, I don't think you need to be very much concerned about your health this week. You're going to be fine. You may be traveling for some reason or the other. I do believe travel is on the charts for you. And, if you have already been traveling hectically, there's a little bit more travel for you. So if you feel fatigue and stress, take necessary, steps to ensure that your body doesn't kind of really tire out, jet lag and just traveling, even if you're traveling by road, it takes a toll on your body, doesn't it? So if you need to kind of make sure that you take all your multivitamins and whatever it is that you need to do with regards to hydrating yourself with water or with one of those Pedialyte or energy drinks or such, you will need it. So do take it. And again, don't forget, we are in crazy summer this year, isn't it? I mean, the temperatures are ridiculous. At least where I am today, it's scheduled to be the forecast is 110 degrees, and I'm like, I don't know if I want that. So make sure you take care of your health, okay? Again, if you can avoid going on these travels, just to give your body some rest, do that. But if you have to, it is what it is. Some of us have a job where we travel a lot, so make sure you take necessary precautions and get as much rest as you possibly can when you can. Do not make any blind investments, okay? Financial investments. I'm also going to say this week, if you have any younger members in your family, like, kids, etc., your relationship with them will be a lot better, right? There's going to be a better dynamic as far as the family environment is concerned. Not that it is contentious, but you'll just feel like, everybody is like, fine, no drama, right? So a great time to also plan to visit relatives. Again, if it calls for traveling, then take care. Visiting with relatives could, maybe your relatives live within the same city too, right? So that won't count as travel per se. If you had made any investments in the past, those you will see some beneficial returns of that. But right now, don't make any crazy investments, right? If you have a business, if you're a business person, self-employed, and you have any partners, then you may see some little butting of heads. So having said that, make sure that you try to resolve your difference of opinions the best you can. And keep in mind, just because you're butt heads doesn't mean that you don't get along. Maybe you just don't see eye to eye about a particular situation or a particular deal or a contract or a client. That doesn't mean you're never going to see eye to eye, right? It's a question of, can you all resolve it amicably? But on the other hand, if you feel this is a constant, then you'll have to constant butting of heads, never coming to terms, never understanding, never being on the same page. Then you have to revisit your partnerships. This is for business owners, right? If you are employed, please know that you may have a little bit of butting of heads with regards to your co-workers, and you know how to kind of handle the situation, right? Sometimes it's not that they don't like you or you don't like them or you can't stand each other. Well, that's a possibility too. But sometimes you just don't agree, and it is what it is. So try to mitigate the stressful situation, right? Next, I forgot timestamps. Hello. So then we have Taurus now let's go on and read for Taurus. Taurus, where are you? There we go, Taurus. Taurus, for you, you have to find ways to overcome any mental stress or emotional stress that you might be experiencing this week. You're going to have to keep up your energy. It is very important for you to keep your energy levels high. You could be a little bit worried this week because of some financial constraints. And try to seek advice from folks who you trust, right? Supposing you have made some financial investments and you are a little bit concerned about those investments, well, reach out to your financial advisor, whoever it is that you rely on for such things, right? Reach out to them. Don't just blindly, get all up in your head and work yourself into a lather for nothing. You know what I mean? Sometimes, we may not necessarily see things in its entirety, and then it kind of bothers us, and then we get stressed out. So unless, of course, you know very well that there is a situation that could be causing you some stress with regards to your finances, again, reach out to somebody or whoever it is that you might consider to be your advisor, or somebody you turn to, be it a family member, or a friend, that sort of a thing, and just talk about it, so that you just by discussing things, you may come to see things from a different perspective and realize, this is not something that really I was stressing for nothing, type of a situation. Jupiter is in the 11th house with respect to your moon sign. So there is a great focus on a particular member of the family this week who might require your attention, family member this week who might require your attention. There's also some news that is to be expected from a relative of yours or a family member of yours who doesn't necessarily live in close proximity to you. So somebody who lives further away, you haven't met in a while. So you may get some news from them. Those of you who are in business partnerships, good for you, because you will see a lot of profitability this week. If you are a self-employed person, you may see like your projects, everything is kind of running a little bit smoothly. Now, when I spoke about financial constraints or financial stresses, that is probably because of that would pertain to your investments, your savings, that sort of a stuff. If you have any passive income coming, that sort of a stuff. Okay. I'm also going to say a lot of you may be, going through old photo albums or pictures and reminiscing about the past and that sort of a thing. And it could be a little bit, I wouldn't call it tearful, but reminiscing, maybe a little bit emotional, but more reminiscing, okay? And just celebrate the memories, and that which does not pertain to you, let it go. For you, I'm going to say, Taurus, this week, I don't know how many of you all are into yoga and meditation and, that sort of a thing. Try to give yourself a little bit of time, right? Alone time. Take some time out for yourself, whether you can meditate or do yoga, great. If you cannot, just take some time for yourself and sit there and kind of just, chill and kind of be quiet, be still. I do believe that is greatly going to help you, okay? It really, really will help you. Now, moving on to Gemini, we have for you, Pretty good week. As far as your health is concerned, I'm going to say there's really not many challenges or concerns. But keep up with your vigilance in terms of your routines as far as your health is concerned, etc. Because of if any of you have had issues in the past regard to your health, and you started on a new diet regime or a new therapy or whatever, keep up with that. Don't drop it. Okay. Don't get complacent and say, oh, I'm feeling better, let's just fine. Don't do that, because that's what happens to most of us, right? It's like we start off on a treatment or a therapy or a program and we feel kind of better, and then we'll be like, I don't need this anymore, and you kind of set it aside, only to realize the doctor will be like, you were supposed to take the whole course for 3 weeks, and we'll be like, oh, I was feeling better. Well, the doctor said, no wonder your symptoms are back, that sort of a thing. You try to maintain some control over your purse strings, because there is a chance that you might be spending unnecessarily. You might be spending unnecessarily on unnecessary goods for unnecessary people. Okay. Woo, that was a mouthful. Anyhow, in case any of you have been having some issues with regards to court cases, or which may be property or finance, or I don't know, alimony, child support, that sort of a thing, rest assured the decisions may be in your favor. So take heart with that and know that things are going to turn out fine. Saturn is going to be in the 8th house with respect to your moon sign. There are chances of family conflicts impacting you big time. So watch out for that. And those conflicts could also kind of interfere in your career. Okay, so know how to separate the two. Sometimes it's very difficult. It's not easy. So know how to separate the two. So in case you have a situation like that, be a little patient with yourself, and don't make any drastic decisions. Like maybe family situations are so hectic and you may say, I'm done with this, I want to quit this job and I want to move away to another city, state or country just to stay away from my family. Don't do things like that. Just give yourself some time, be patient with yourself, and just wait, because this energy is going to move on, and then things will be fine. As we all know, conflicts, right, with family members, it's every family has it. Don't ever come and tell me, oh, my family is perfect. Come on now, really. Every family at some time or the other will have some sort of a conflict. So this is temporary. So don't let it get to you, because it will affect your career. That's what I'm saying. And supposing you're a business owner and all this family drama is going on, you may get so things may get so hectic, and you may also get annoyed with everything, and you'll be like, what, to heck with it. I'm just going to quit everything, and I'm just going to sell my business, and I'm just going to go off somewhere else. Don't do that. Okay, so just like I said, be a little patient with yourself. All right, next, what else did I have for you? And one more thing I want to say for you Geminis, don't waste time, going on and on and on, letting this wind up in your head with regards to this family dynamics and the conflict you have. Just like set it aside, okay? So then we have Cancerians. All right. What do we have for you, my beautiful Cancerians, for the week of July 18th, Monday to Sunday, July 24th, right? Those of you who live away from your city or state or country of birth, you may get some information or some news with regards to the health of a very close family member that could cause you a little bit of anxiety, and it may affect your mood. It may affect your drive to focus on, if it affects your mood and your psyche, it's going to affect your activity level too. So, and you may have a sudden need to want to travel to visit with that person. So, and that's going to have an effect on your pocketbook, because you're going to have to spend money on travel that maybe you just didn't want to, because maybe you have already spent a whole bunch of money in the recent past because of certain other situation, or maybe certain other travels, and you were not necessarily looking forward to, but it's a quandary, right? So you'll be like, oh my God, here we go again. But if you feel that you have to go on this trip, do that. Don't not do it because of the finances, because you will regret not going on this trip to visit your family member. Saturn is in the 7th house with respect to your moon sign. You could also have some little bit of disturbance at the workplace, and that is also going to be distracting to you, right? So it's a bit of a weird week. Irritability, that sort of a thing. You may feel your energy fluctuate up and down, and you'll be like, what the hell is going on? I was doing perfectly fine. Where did all this come from? Last week I was flying high, I was doing good, and all of a sudden everything seems to be in a turmoil. But like I say, time and energy is fluid, and sometimes, we're not always going to be on a high, we're not always going to be on a low, and we're never always at a plateau, right? That's life, right? So I'm going to say, try to keep you cool. But if it is a question of having to visit a family member who may be sick and who lives at a distance from you, please do your very best to, if you can, to try and visit them, because I do believe that if you don't, you may kind of feel some regret later, okay? So, and that will weigh heavily on your soul, and I'll tell you why. Because Cancerians are all about the emotions, they're all about the family, they're all about, that sort of a stuff. So, family is very, very important for Cancerians, so keep that in mind, okay? All right, so yeah, Cancerians are one of those signs which is very, very all about home, family, hearth, and that sort of a stuff. Now let's move on to Leos. For you, for the week of July 18th to that's Monday, July 18th to Sunday, July 24th. A lot of people ask me, why do you do Monday to Sunday? I follow the moon signs in Vedic Astrology. So with the moon signs, Monday is the day for the moon. Okay, a lot of people say, oh, the week should start on a Sunday. Okay, whatever, whatever works for you. This works for me. So here we go. So good time for your health. Okay, enjoy your health. And just because you are suffering from good health, don't overdo it. Try to maintain your health because you've been blessed with good health. Don't overdo it. Don't push the limits, right? Oh, I'll be fine. No, I'm doing good. I'm strong. I'm healthy. And just keep on, for those of you who may be struggling with heartburn, and all of a sudden your heartburn is gone, and then now you are drinking sodas or whatever it is that causes heartburn, or eating a lot of spicy food or whatever, and you keep pushing it. No, my heartburn situation is over. I'm feeling fine. Don't do that. Don't push the buttons, okay? Don't push the limits. Don't push it. And another thing with Leo is you all do really enjoy good food, right? Like good food. So again, good food is fine, but if it is too rich, right? The food, if you know what I mean, a lot of butter and a lot of this and that, kind of tone it down a little bit. Some of you Leos may be a little bit concerned about the excess weight you're carrying around your midriff. So, and you'll be like, hey, what the hey, so yeah, take note of it. I'm also sensing that some of you Leos may have been concerned about your, what is that thing called? Not cholesterol. Oh my God. What is that thing that stress creates? Shoot, I'm having a moment. And y'all might have been, there's some medication you take to block cortisol or something. Stress creates excess weight on the midriff. So if some of you have been struggling with that, and you've been taking some supplements or some medication, and your the belly weight is coming down or whatever, and you'll be like, yeah, I'm feeling good, and then you go back to eating nonsense, then you know, don't do that. Anywho, if any of y'all have younger siblings, I'm going to say that they too, you'll be very surprised to hear good news from them, that they are being successful, things are working out good for them. There's a possibility some of you may actually might have helped your younger siblings get a job, right? So that's great. And for you too, there's a very high possibility, if you are employed, you may get news of being selected from a promotion, etc. And some of you could also be transferred. So when we talk about transfer, could it be transferred to another city, state, or country? Yes. Or could be transferred to another department within your company, which may, for some of you, you may feel that it is a lateral move. Oh, no big deal. But this move is actually going to be good for you. It may be lateral in terms of the position, but as far as the compensation is concerned, you're definitely going to be, be appropriately compensated, meaning you'll get more money. And keep in mind, don't just not accept this position because you'll be like, oh, it's just the same position, just a different city and state or different department, and no, I don't want it. Don't do that. Take this, because even though it may seem like it's a lateral move, trust me, this is the one that's going to push you forward faster as far as your trajectory is concerned. For others of you, of course, this is a definite step up. Okay. Now, for those of you who are business owners and you all have always been wanting to get into doing contracts or getting contracts from the city or state, or, you know, federal contracts, anything like that, or for the city or for the state or anything like that, and you all have been saying, oh, you know what, we've been trying so hard, we wish we could have done that, this, you know, keep your confidence up and keep trying, because you'll be surprised how quickly that equation changes and you may land a contract that you have been really wishing you'd get, you know, in terms of government agency contracts, and that's going to put more money in your pocket, right? So hey Leo, good for you. I mean, really, could you ask for anything more? I don't think so. And why would you be too greedy, right? Don't. Although I have to say, sometimes Leos get a little voracious. Okay, let's go and look at Virgo. For you Virgos, see, Virgos, I'm going to tell you, don't try to hide your emotions too much, because the more you hide your emotions, the more imbalanced you're going to be emotionally, the more sensitive you'll be. It'll be like always on heightened, you know, you may feel like you're walking on eggshells, but you did it to yourself. So if you need to acknowledge your emotions, if you need to talk about your emotions to somebody, or disclose your emotions or your feelings to somebody, do that. But what I will advise you not to do is hide your emotions, disregard your emotions. So don't hide them. Don't disregard your emotions. When you want to talk to somebody, let them know. But then again, you should know how to present that. Don't do it in such a way like, oh, I'm being very nonchalant and whatever. Then it doesn't come out right. You may try to have that sort of it's no big deal type of an attitude, but the more genuine you are in terms of talking about your emotions or what you feel, the other person is going to be more receptive, and therefore it's going to resolve whatever situations you may be dealing with. Now, if this has nothing to do with another person, it's just all your own internal emotional struggles, you have to be very honest with yourself. Evaluate, why am I feeling like this? What has caused me to feel this way? And evaluate and try to figure out, you know, what the true reason is. Really, are you overreacting? Are you being overly emotional? Or whatever the situation is, I mean, is this level of emotional upheaval justified and warranted, right? So be honest with yourself. Those who are investing, here's the other end of the spectrum, those who are investing in the stock market, etc., this is a pretty good week for you. And y'all could also be getting some good news with regards to a family member. That's great. Try to keep your personal life and your business life a little separate. Okay, try not to lose focus on your career because of, you know, whatever your emotional thing is going on. Keep focus on that. See, here's the thing. I'm going to say this whole emotional upheaval is probably because of a personal relationship. Maybe somebody you were interested in, you've come to realize they are not reciprocating as much, or it's not all that you thought it to be, and you're kind of feeling a little low. Or maybe for some of you, you all are still single and you all haven't found a significant other, whereas you look around and say, well, if John Doe can find a mate, how come I'm not? Or if Jane Doe, look at her, oh my God, if she can find somebody, how come I'm not? Some of us get into that kind of a situation. Don't. This may not be the right time for you to be in a committed relationship. So please trust in the process. Trust in the universe. The universe knows when, and don't force it. Your time will come too. So you're maybe a little sensitive with regards to things like this. I'm just going to be blunt and say, Virgo, get over yourself. Sounds a bit harsh, but get over yourself, because from the financial perspective, I do believe that you're looking good. Career-wise also, you're looking good, but then letting these emotions distract you and get to you. Family-wise also, you're going to get some good news, but letting these emotions get to you and distract you is going to affect your career and other aspects of your life, and then you're going to be in a situation that's a lot more messier. Don't do that to yourself, okay? Next we have Libra, my beautiful Libras. Oh my goodness, I need a sip of water. Hang on, y'all. More like half a glass of water. I am doing my very best to stay hydrated here, y'all, because in Texas, the weather said we were going to hit 110 degrees. What the heck? Let me see. Right now we are 109. Oh my God. I can't, y'all. This is crazy. So on a side note, I know I'm going off topic. I don't know why I'm sharing it with Librans. Maybe some of you Librans have dogs and pets. I have a Saint Bernard. He's my baby. He's right here, Hambo. And so he likes his walks. He really does. So because the weather's gotten so hot, we try to take him out in the morning at about 5:36. And again, we take him for a walk, and then 8 o'clock, maximum 8:30, we try to get his second walk in, because during the midday it gets super hot. And then if the temperature drops to around 95, between 90 and 95, we take him out at 6:30. But if it doesn't, we wait until 8:39 to take him out on his walk. So he gets about 3 to 4 walks a day, and he enjoys it. And it's not a fast-paced walk by any way, shape, or form. It's like, oh, let me smell that blade of grass and this grain of dirt, and oh, there goes a cat, and here's a squirrel and a bird flying, and oh, what was that? That kind of a thing. So he stuck it out, and I do believe that this weather gets to all of us. Even if we stay indoors with the AC on and all, it just kind of drains you, isn't it? So there we go, Librans. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I had to discuss that with you of all the signs. So maybe it resonates with y'all, because maybe some of y'all have pets and y'all are dealing with the same situation. Think about those folks who have horses and they have to work their horses, and if they don't have an indoor arena and they have to work their horses on the outside arena, oh my God. Whew. Anywho, so Librans, here we go. So for the week of July 18, Monday, July 18 to Sunday, July 24th. So try to enjoy opportunities, brief windows of opportunities to get in some fresh air. What do I mean by that? Yeah, I just said it was hotter than heck, right? So wear fresh air. It's muggy, or it's hot, or it's dry heat. What do you mean? Try to carve out some alone time for yourself this week, okay? Try to set aside at least 15-20 minutes. You don't have to do anything. If you don't want to do yoga, you don't want to swim, you don't want to jog, you don't want to walk, that's fine. Just take 10-15 minutes out every day, right? For this week at least. Maybe your first cup of coffee in the morning, first cup of tea in the morning, and just go sit outside by yourself and just enjoy that cup of coffee or cup, just 10-15 minutes. I feel it's going to really, really benefit your Librans this week, okay? So try to give yourself that alone time, like, even if you don't want to go and sit outside because it's 100 degrees at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, just carve out some alone time for yourself. Um, so for some of you who are employees, you may see an increase in salary, but then again, you're going to see some unexpected increase in your expenses because you said, oh, I got a pay hike, let me go and spend, let me go and enjoy. So watch out for that. It's okay to celebrate, but you should know how to manage your finances. Also, some of you may want to revisit your benefits, be it your 401k, be it investing back in the company that you're employed for, that sort of a thing. Try to revisit those things and manage your finances, okay, the best you can. I'm not saying don't go out and celebrate, but just because you got an increase in salary, does that mean that all of that increase is disposable income or not? Right? You know what I mean? So that's on you. How do you figure out? So you went from $5,000 a month. I know I'm pulling that number out of my back pocket. $5,000 a month to, $5,500 a month. So every month that $500, is that just disposable income, or you're going to focus and try to invest it somewhere? So that's on you. That's your personal, choice. Somebody in your family may be seeking some attention, could be distracting to you, but it's actually going to be great. Maybe they're asking you to help them because they have decided to get married. They want you to be the best man or the maid of honor or the matron of honor or whatever. So it'll be like, oh, wow, great, right? You are going to get a lot of support from if you're an employee, from your higher ups. They are going to be very, very supportive of you. They're going to be, so if you play your cards right, you can count on that support being ongoing, right? If any of your just landed a promotion or an increase in pay scale, and your superiors are all being extra nice to you, and you've always been thinking about doing a course or taking some extra classes or finishing graduation, and you never thought to bring it up to your company because some of them actually offset your study expenses, right? This is a great time to ask them because everybody's in a good mood this week, Libra. Everybody's in a good mood. So take advantage of it. I'm going to say, of all the signs that I've read thus far, I think you Librans have a pretty good week ahead. So I'm happy for you. Then let's go take a look at my beautiful Scorpios. What do we have for you, Scorpios, right? Scorpio for the week of Monday, July 18th to Sunday, July 24th. Don't get into an arguing situation with somebody. You get into a situation where you're going to end up having arguments. It's going to ruin your good mood for the whole week, and you'll be like, dang it. Okay, you're going to have some personality clashes, but try to keep your cool, and even though you disagree, just nod your head and walk away, because getting into an argument is not worth it for you. Some of you are going to end up meeting some pretty important people in society who could be beneficial to you in terms of your career trajectory or your business trajectory. So play your cards right. And they will also, these contacts and connections will help you make the right decisions in life. This is going to be good for you for long term. So play your cards right. Jupiter is in the 5th house. All your financial challenges will be overcome for you, beautiful Scorpio. So if any of you are suffering from major financial issues or concerns or constraints, Jupiter in the 5th house, as a 2nd and 5th house lord with respect. Okay, so Jupiter's placement is good for you. So if you have any financial issues or constraints, you will be able to overcome it. This week, surprise, surprise, you are going to be making decisions after giving it a lot of thought, and you're not going to be hasty. For Scorpio, sometimes they can make hasty decisions which may not necessarily behoove them. This week, I feel like you're really, really giving, with regards to a family member, you're right, kind of giving it its due, and you're really thinking about it. And you should, as you should. Otherwise, you'll again get yourself into a kind of a sticky situation. You know what? I'm just going to say, let's keep it short and simple, Scorpio. This week, your financial challenges will be resolved. As long as you keep a level head about you and not get drawn into arguments, because there are people who are going to push your buttons, you know, even if you disagree, even if you want to kind of just like scream at them and say, shut your mouth, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to tell you, walk away. Secondly, you're going to be meeting a lot of very influential people in society, influential and successful people in the same sphere of work that you are in, whether you're a business person or whether you're self-employed. I mean, whether you're self-employed or an employee. Know how to play your cards right, because your contacts with them, your conversations with them, and the decisions you take because of these contacts or conversations with these people are going to really benefit you in the long term. These contacts, these people, these associations, these relationships are really going to help you. So don't let people push your buttons. Maintain your calm. Keep a level head about you this week. Even though you may not want to, even though you may want to scream, don't. Okay? That is for Scorpio. Now for Sagittarius, for my beautiful Sagittarius, for you, week of July 18, Monday, July 18 to Sunday, July 24th. You know, for Sagittarius, I'm going to say, if any of y'all fall ill and feeling a little off, you know, health-wise, I'll just go to the pharmacy and get some over-the-counter medicine. Oh, I'll be fine. Don't do that. Okay? Because even if it may help you temporarily, you're going to end up in a situation where you have to go to the doctor. So may as well just go to the doctor and get your treatment and get over this blimp soon. Okay? Be careful at your workplace. There is somebody at your workplace who is basically aiming to sully your reputation. And they've been, what is that animosity about? I feel like that individual has been after, gunning for you for a long time. I wonder why though. So watch out for that. Watch your back. Be careful what you say. CYA, make sure you get everything in emails. When you send emails, make sure you don't incriminate yourself. So be careful, because this could cause some drama with you as far as your financial situation is concerned. And you know, it may even put you in a situation where, because this person is purposefully creating all this drama for you, you may all of a sudden be looked at as being unworthy of a promotion or getting the bonus or whatever. So be very careful, okay? But this is temporary. So keep in mind that, you know, you will get out of this, but just be a little careful of yourself, right? And your surroundings and the people around you, what you say, how you say, that sort of a thing. But for some of you, there is a very high chance you may be getting married or even welcoming a new member in the family, okay? You, for some reason, I feel, Sagittarius, this week, you are going through some sort of a kind of a situation where you might procrastinate a lot, and you also might be hesitant to take some decisions, some major decisions, particularly if it's regarding your career or your business. Maybe because at the back of your mind, you kind of know how this person is who's trying to, sully your reputation and the repercussions of that, right? So you're a little bit kind of in a bit of a sticky kind of a mind frame. And also you may be kind of doubting yourself, and Sagittarius are very courageous, right? They'll be like, I don't give a flip, I'm going to go right up to them and tell them off. But for some reason you're going to be very hesitant, because I think you realize at the back of your mind that this person does have some sort of an upper hand on you. So what I'm going to say is just keep your wits about you, because if you let your focus shift to, oh my God, I'm scared, I don't know what to do, you may miss some great opportunity. And what are those great opportunities? Those great opportunities would be to actually show this person up for who he or she is, right? Like I said, as long as you cover your bases and CYA, you're going to catch them in a lie, and then you can say, hey, look, right? So stay on guard, just watch yourself and watch the people around you, Sagittarius. That's what I'm going to say for you, because this idiot, whoever this person is, I don't like that person at all, you know. And I don't think it is anything that you have done that warrants this. I think it's just plain jealousy and envy, and we all know at the workplace there are people like that. So Capricorn, they'll be nice to you to your face, and then they'll be like whatever, right? So Capricorns, let's move on. Take particular care of your belongings. There is a possibility of theft. There is a possibility of misplacing things. There's a possibility somebody at work may steal your stuff. There's a possibility you may lose money. There's a possibility you may have theft at home. There's a possibility your own negligence could cause this. So stay focused on securing your personal belongings and your assets, whatever they may be, right? Even if it is a simple thing like a wristwatch. Well, wristwatches can be super expensive, right? So take care of your belongings. Very, very important. If you have people coming in to do house cleaning for you or whatever, make sure you secure all your luxury items. If you have a repair person coming to your house to fix something or whatever, and they have to be in and out of the house, be careful, because they could be watching and making observations as to the entry points, exit points, which, a lot of that stuff happens. And then the next thing, a week later, 10 days later, there'll be a theft at your house, and then you won't know who did it, and then you won't connect the dots, because maybe this person who was in and out of your house was on the sly taking a video of every single room of your house. And then they have connections, they work in a team with a team, and they'll pass on that information to the team, and the team 1 week 15 days later might decide to close the door, honey, thanks. 1 week or 15 days later there'll be a theft, and then you wouldn't even make the connection, right? So be very careful. And am I being paranoid? Sure. But have things like this happen? Absolutely. So make sure. And if they say, hey, I want to go see what's in that bedroom or what's in that room, and they have no business going there, in fact all they have to do is work in the kitchen, why do they have to go to the bedrooms? What's the need for them to go to the bedrooms? No, you may not. I want to see that pipeline. No, whatever you're working on has nothing to do with pipeline, so there's no need for you to go there. And you don't want these crazy people going and sticking up hidden cameras to record. All that stuff happens, y'all people. Am I being paranoid? Sure, but let's be honest, SHIT like that happens, right? So be very careful. Also, I'm going to say for you Capricorns, chance meetings with people will also help you. Now, these are chance meetings with regards to your work or your business, all right? And if any of y'all are wanting to pursue certifications or etc. that you might have started but for some reason had put it on hold, I do strongly believe that you will be able to kind of pursue that and finish it and complete it successfully. I'm just going to emphasize for you Capricorns, be very, very, very careful about your own personal home environment, your office, your personal belongings, your assets, that sort of a stuff, because this theft situation is kind of a little scary for me, okay? Then next, let's get on to our beautiful Aquarians, right? Oh my God, excuse me. For my beautiful Aquarians, week of Monday, July 18th through Sunday, July 24th. for you all, your financial situation could improve this week greatly. There are also increases to your expenses, so try to manage your balance your incoming and outgoing as best you can. See, for Aquarians, there could be some drama with regards to family members. Oh, so and so is never nice to me. This and why are they always rude to me? And how come they don't treat me like a, you know, stepson or stepsister or stepdaughter or whatever when I'm the biological child or whatever? Well, I'm going to say it swings both ways. So if you want to be treated nicely, you have to treat people nicely too, because I feel for some Aquarians, you have not necessarily been fair or nice to certain members of your family. So, and now they've had enough of you, and then they mete out the same treatment to you, and then you get your knickers in a twist and say, woe be me. Well, that's not fair. I'm just calling it out, Aquarius. So if you want to be treated nicely, you got to treat people nicely, and this is particular to the dynamics within your family members. Okay, so pay attention to that. It is a good time for you as far as your profession is concerned, right? If you need to start thinking and strategizing about making better decisions and changing your trajectory as far as your company is concerned, right? Hey, I want to get transferred to a different department, or I'd like to now, I put in 12 years of service in this company. I'd like to explore, opportunities in the other division or whatever. This is a great time to kind of talk about those things with your supervisors and your superiors. This week is a good time to lay the groundwork, to lay the map, draw the map out and decide what trajectory you want to take. But again, even in your work environment, I will tell you that you have to treat people nicely and they will treat you nicely, because if you are a person who is in charge of a team, I don't necessarily believe that you might have been the best team manager, because that's the chart I'm seeing here. So please be nice to your team if you want them to respect you as a boss. Also, for some of you who've been looking to get a job or a position in a multinational company, let's say you were working for a local company and you've always wanted to work for one of those big multinational companies, don't be surprised if you do get a call for an interview and actually you might land the job. So good for you. Okay. So who do we have? Last but not the least, our beautiful Pisces, the 12th sign of the zodiac, right? So Pisces, for you, for the week of Monday, June 18th to Sunday, June 24th, keep yourself healthy and strong. Focus on your mental stability, because being mentally weak will affect your body as well. Being overly emotional will affect your health as well. So try to, try to weed out all the nonsense. Okay, stick to a routine, follow your regular routine, don't waver from it. You're going to have some ups and downs, but that's what I'm saying. Having that, your routine is very important, and maintaining your routine is very important, because when you have these ups and downs in life, right, you are more likely to fall off your routine, and that could in turn affect you even more, right? And I know it's hard, right, to maintain your routine when you are going through some trials and tribulations. You will start seeing, like, let's say you are in a situation where you had some financial constraints and struggles, and people owed you money, but they never paid you back. Now you're going to see all those people paying you the money back, which is going to ease your stress a little bit. But you also have to know how to manage that money, right? If you are the head of the household, you may have some anxiety with regards to your health. But if you're not the head of the household, then if whoever is the head of the household, they may have some sort of a little bit of a struggle with the health. Your relationship with your siblings, your friends, your peers, your peer group is not necessarily looking very good this week. There is going to be a lot of drama there. Oh my goodness, what is going on, Pisces? What is going on? Okay? you're going to get so sidetracked with all the BS that's going on around you that you are going to actually miss a interview or miss an opportunity to put in your credentials or your CV or your resume for a job that you would have just slam dunk got it because of your experience. So Pisces, if at all you mess up your life this week, it's your own doing, because you're letting all this nonsense sidetrack you and disrupt your focus and distract you. So don't do that. And I think it's not so much of having arguments or disagreements with people who are older than you or your supervisors or superiors. It's more your siblings, your friends, relatives of your same age, your peer group. So what is going on there? Why I sense this kind of a confrontational energy around you. So I don't know what's going on with you, Pisces. I mean, seriously, don't let this get to you, because if you do, you're going to lose some great opportunities. So that's what I have for you, my beautiful people. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Again, like I said, I say every time, my email address is in the description box. All the details of the kind of readings I do for astrology or consultations is in the description box. Please email me if you want to know how long it takes, how do we go about doing this, how do we set an appointment. Email me and I will be more than happy to give you all that information, including what I charge for those astrology consultations. Thank you so very much. I do appreciate you. See you in the next week's readings, and namaskar. Bye for now.